Welcome to another Project ODST video. Today, it is finally time to start adding some of the details on here. So, as it is, this helmet is looking fantastic so far, but the masking didn't do the job perfectly. There's some rough edges here, there's some gray in the lines on the top, and a lot of times ODST helmets have this kind of cheek section be a different color. So this is going to be black, and some other details on here are going to be black, and then I'm going to go through and do black in all of the lines to make the detail pop a little bit more. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I just got a little tube of the Apple Barrel. This is indoor outdoor gloss. This is really cheap stuff. You can just get it at Walmart, and I'm hoping that it's going to work. I don't know exactly how the application is going to look because, again, it is cheap paint. But it is indoor outdoor, which is pretty nice, so that'll give it a little bit more durability. And I've got some water for cleaning brushes here, and then some brushes for applying it. So yeah, let's go ahead, jump in, and start applying this paint. Alrighty, so that's kind of the first stage done. So we got the main bulk of the cheek section painted black. Did black on this little detail vent thing, and then some matching black up here. Have the same on the other side. And the paint actually applied super well. Looks really clean. I'll probably have to do another coat, but I want to let this kind of dry and set for a bit before I do that. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to apply the black into all the lines and whatnot, because I don't want it to overspill too much. Now, the good part is I am going to be weathering this, so any paint imperfections that last till the end of the process will hopefully be concealed by the weathering. So I'm going to let this guy dry for a day or so, and then we'll be back to put some more paint on. Alrighty, so I've left it for probably about 2 weeks now, and you know, that's probably a little overkill, but I wanted to be sure that it wasn't going to be any bit wet still. So a couple of the spots do feel a little tacky, but the matte top coat should fix that right up. So now what we're gonna do is all of these lines here, I wanna get black paint in there, probably in here as well, probably in here, just to make the detail pop a little bit more. So I have some brushes here, some thin ones. This one should work well for the lines up here. And then I have some like modeling Q-tips that we're gonna use for the lines here. So let's just jump in. I wanna do the thinner lines first, just to see how that's gonna turn out. That's the part I'm the most worried about. So we'll go ahead and get that. Hopefully I can do this in such a way that you guys can see what's going on. So it's coming out pretty decent so far. I've inadvertently started the weathering process. I was kind of planning for this, and at the same time I wasn't. I knew there was going to be some overspill, but I went a little much in with some of it, so I just decided to, you know, send it out to the sides, make it look like wear and tear, because a lot of the dirt would collect in the edges. Stuff like this doesn't look great, but when I put the rest of the weathering on, I think that'll blend in pretty well. The lines up front here actually came out pretty nice. The weathering is fairly convincing there. And then up here was a bit much as well, although it does look like burn marks, so that's kind of helpful. But yeah, it's coming along. I think this is a good choice getting the black in there. It's just very difficult to balance getting the black in there and then having there be too much. So yeah, we're about a third of the way through, I'd say. So yeah, let's just keep at it. Alrighty, so I feel like the bulk of the work here is done. There's a bunch of little touch-ups I have to do, a couple more like small lines and whatnot, but it's not bad. It's definitely a little rougher, especially in this section, than I had wanted it to be. But my hope is that the extra layer of weathering that will come once I finish this will kind of help smooth things out a little bit more. But I'll be doing most of the like final touch-ups off camera. And then on that note, I am now going to be making these videos a lot more update oriented. There's going to be less of the work done on camera. I'm going to try and accelerate this project a bit, get it done. My goal is to get this done in the next 2 months. Not just the helmet, all of it. So I do have the armor on the way. And once the armor gets here, it is going to be crunch time, and I'm going to be grinding as hard as possible to get the armor finished so I can start the actual video series, because there is a whole point to this. The point is not just to make armor, the point is to use the armor. So I'm going to be accelerating it a bit. I will be doing update videos, but less of the work on camera. So that'll be a bit of a change of pace for these videos. But yeah, so far, not bad. It's from a distance especially, it looks pretty nice. And I think I'll continue with this kind of weathering. You know, a lot on the edges, not a ton on the big smooth surfaces to show like dirt. Especially down here, it turned out really nice. Just like a little haze of black coming off the edge. Almost like, not exactly rust. I don't think these helmets rust really, but you know, you get the idea. But yeah, so that is the progress so far. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.